off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10.
Here we go.
Brown begins with a pass. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. Right side.
Room to maneuver at the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Eye down these two. Eye down these two. Right side.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelce one more time for a Chiefs first down.
Eye down these two. Eye down these two. Right side.
On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. And he's into the end zone. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
First carry for Joe Mixon. Whoa! And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man complete to Dell. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. Our first down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this point, you just can't miss layups like that.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. 4th down, and on comes Ka'imi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't... for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Hero 15.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Elon. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision, gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
So after 1, it's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is in. And now he loses the football.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. So when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Danielle Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
A hit, and he has lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
Well, going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Butler's kick is good. And the Chiefs go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Crowd to throw. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. valuable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll run a draw with Mixon. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Open man. Downfield. It's Nico Collins. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Texans first down. To throw, it's Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Mixon. Good blocking, and he's in. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Houston.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Yellow, yellow. My turn.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Yellow. My turn.
Throwing now, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
15, 15.
That's good for a Kansas City
Attack, attack.
Mahomes on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Come back.
Here's Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
Yellow.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught.
Mahomes pass complete to Isaiah Pacheco. Turnover on down.
First and 10 now from the 36.
All right.
Stroud going to set up to throw. It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play quarterback in today's modern NFL life. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. That's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Third down, 3 to go. Throwing is Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. They get 14 on that hookup. First down for Houston.
First down, Houston.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving.
15.
And it'll be second down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw is Mahomes. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans move out to a 24-10 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Now Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing is Mahomes. And taking a shot downfield for Kelce. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fight on these two. 15. Return.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. A very dangerous throw, but somehow it is complete.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains and force the turnover on downs.
Throwing on 2nd down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yellow. Right side.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Finish the game.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelce one more time for a Chiefs 1st down. So three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. Far side.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from second and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now third and nearly impossible. I mean, it's...
And the defense unrelenting, a third consecutive sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Now a toss play, running left, it's Mixon. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run.
And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line. Now the Chiefs can call the first for their timeouts.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but...
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
It's Worthy. So time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores. They do have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, though. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable at pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. This is 1st and 10.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Yellow. Right side.
They'll drop to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway. And he's taken down. A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as no try and onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, good effort. Just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Stroud. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And third down coming up.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, his quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. A run here with Mixon. So now it's Clayton Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 43. What's that?
To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is brought in. And this will be a touchdown. Now within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game. This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2.
Yellow.
That's out quickly and complete. And he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works. And we've got ourselves a tie game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
First down throw, Mahomes. That ball intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong, neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, those who ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
All right.
A second down throw for Stroud. That's complete to Stephon Diggs.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here we go. Hey, south. Good.
Here we go. One final play. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This fielded at the 2. A good return as he takes it across the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, this is Piron. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Really nice job by this running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the first down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. Throwing now, Mahomes. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the first down. A pickup of 9.
Attack!
On second down, Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now it is first and goal. Here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. From the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Fire down these two.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, no. This goes through the end zone. Did he lose it now before crossing the plane? It looks like they say he did. This is the rule that always brings up a lot of debate. This winds up a touchback, a turnover, and the opponents take over at the 20-yard line. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
11.
Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw,
Here we go.
you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Here we go. 9.
Here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
So it's a win for the visiting Texans. This is a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. Final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.